Hey guys, it's Wanda and welcome to Crazy Days. Today I'm going to be doing a little freeze drying experiment. We kind of like a lot of our vegetables freeze dried for long-term storage. We won't be doing all of them, but we want to do some of each vegetable. So today it is my Cherokee Tan freeze drying. So that's what we're going to start today. I'm going to take you along, show you the process I'm going to be doing for getting them ready. Then I'm going to put them in the freeze dryer, show you what's going on. Just see how it tastes when it comes out of the freeze dryer. And then we'll seal them and store them for a few months, and we'll take some out and try them. Now the Cherokee Tans were sent to us from a gentleman in Florida. He raises the Cherokee Tans and the Seminoles, and he says there's definite differences in both as taste and what they look like. They do look very similar, but these are the Cherokee Tans. We grew these this past year, and this is March. We harvested these probably August, September. So these are 8 to 9 months old. Still good, nothing wrong with them, still good Cherokee Tan pumpkins. They're small. They're just like a serving size, and we love them. I've already cut one in half, and this is what it looks like inside. I scooped all the seeds out, you can see, and there's lots and lots and lots of seeds, you see? One pumpkin benefits you a lot of seeds. One plant, and see I scooped the seeds out, that's what it looks like. We're making bowls. One plant, one seed, you make one plant, can run 30 feet. You can get 10 to 12 pumpkins off one plant if you do it right and take care of it. Now, you see the look of what it looks like. Took the seeds out. This is what we're going to be cooking. Of course I'm saving seeds, you know that. I'm going to get all the orangey stuff out, and we're going to spread them out and save seeds. Let's just play with it. Let's have fun with the Cherokee Tan pumpkins. I'm going to be putting a bunch of them on this cookie sheet here. It's got a little bit of water. I'm turning them down like that. And we're going to put it at like 375, maybe for about 40 minutes, I think is what we're going to be cooking them as. This is how many seeds that came from one pumpkin. Look at that. If you can get 10, even if you can get 5 to 10 pumpkins per plant, per one seed, look how many you could have off one Cherokee Tan pumpkin. All right, I got 2 large ones and 2 smaller ones on this tray. And this should be enough for us to try on the freeze drying trays to see how we're going to like it. I'm going to slice them up in some really thin slices when they come out. We're going to put them in the oven. Let's see how they do. And the purpose of putting them in the oven is it's hard to slice them right now, and it's hard to peel them while they're like this. In 30 to 40 minutes when I take them out, I can slice them and peel them really easily. They don't have to be totally done, but they have to be soft enough that I can handle them. Okay, this is the second batch. Now I'm going to leave them flipped up. This biggest one, I put cinnamon and brown sugar, just cheap stuff, in both of them, in the biggest one. And I just rubbed it all around, and we're going to leave it flipped up. This one was a small one, and I rubbed the honey all over it. And it is from Central Mississippi, Pure Honey, the Gandy Brothers. This one was brought to us by a subscriber. And y'all, this was raised, bees were raised in a blueberry field. This right here, I rubbed this honey all over it. This is ironwood honey with vanilla beans in it, you see? This is from Wiggins, Mississippi. Right here where we live, ironwood. Jack's Plant and Patio carries it. And oh my goodness, this vanilla infused honey is awesome. So I'm thinking, why not? We're going to pop these in the oven for about 20, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, whatever it takes. And then we're going to slice them. All right, they're all out. And I let it stay a little longer than I intended, but they're done. Look at this. So I should be able to peel this and slice it really easily. These with the flavors They're going to be a little bit different because I had them flipped this way, but I think we're going to be okay. We're going to slice these. These are just the plain ones. And I cut it a little bit, and what we can do is we're just taking this off. This is the paper shell on the back. It just peels off. Got a knife if we need it, but just comes off. And this is what we have left. And I'm just going to fix it in pieces. And I'm going to, like this. And we're going to lay these on my tray. We're going to freeze them overnight. And start the freeze dryer tomorrow. I always freeze everything before I start the freeze dryer. It saves the process. My freezer's already on. These trays will sit in there, and it's just amazing that you can freeze something, and this will turn into a beautiful piece of Cherokee Tan Pumpkin shortly. All right, we're to the brown sugar and cinnamon, and I took and sliced these. I've got the two pieces here that had the brown sugar and cinnamon, and I sliced this one in half, and then what I'm doing is I'm taking my pieces, and you can run your knife just under the skin like that. The skin comes off, you have your piece. Okay, this is the blueberry infused honey. The honey that was raised around blueberry fields, basically. And I'm going to cut this off in pieces. And what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to lay it on with the cinnamon, because there's not that much of it. Time you get it off, there's not a whole lot. This tray is the vanilla infused honey. I did put them all on one tray. This one is the one that has nothing. It was just flipped up. This one I'm going to mark so I know that it's vanilla infused. This one is just mush. I just mashed them all up, put them in here. We're going to make powder out of these. These on this side right here is the blueberry flavored honey. This is the brown sugar and cinnamon. So I'm going to try and keep this straight, guys. And we're fixing to go put them in the freezer and freeze them overnight. All right, guys, these are the Cherokee Tan Pumpkin. This is the pieces that I cut up and put on that has no seasoning. I checked, everything feels dry. This is what I mashed up to make a powder. Everything feels dry. So we're going to put the powder over in this bowl and make it into powder, and we're going to test the slices before putting them in a Mylar bag. First off, we're going to do this one. Look at that. That tells you it's really perfect when you can do that. There's no moisture in it. We're going to break it up. Look at it. And if you want to make it into powder, just look at this. Powder. And that's usually what I do. I have really dry hands because you don't want any moisture in it. And our humidity gives me a little bit of trouble, but we're in the house with the unit going, so hopefully there's no humidity in our house for right now. And I try to do this as fast as possible. Some people use a food processor or whatever. I use my Ninja a lot, and it stays a touch damp, and I will not put this over in the Ninja. So a food processor of some sort to do this that I can keep dry. But for now, I just make powder. So we have our powder here. I'm going to be putting it into a Mylar bag with an oxygen absorber, sealing it down But guys, this is the equivalent of 2 or more Cherokee Tan pumpkins. I did not really keep up with the measurement of what I put in there, but I know it's at least 2 pumpkins. And you can use this any way you would use pumpkins. You just rehydrate it and use it in a pie. You could use it in soups. You could add it to smoothies. This would be an awesome mixture to add to your smoothie. You're getting all the vitamins and minerals and benefits of the Cherokee Tan pumpkin in a powder form. That was something that was really, Danny and I were really thinking about for the future. If you get to where you can't eat and you need something liquidy, we can make this into a smoothie. I think it'll work out really well. And these pumpkins were almost 8 months old. So we've kept the Cherokee Tans for at least a year before in their original form. But to take them before they go bad and turn them into a powder and extend their life for years is amazing. So now it's going to be time for a taste test. This one right here has absolutely nothing on it. Plain Cherokee Tan pumpkin. These right here to right here are the brown sugar and cinnamon, and these few on this end is the honey that was raised around blueberries. All these on this side was the vanilla honey, and then we have Wanda's special little asparagus. Alright guys, taste test time. I'm going to taste the Deep South asparagus. We're going to do one of those first because we're going to do asparagus. This was grown here at Deep South, and you say it's so tiny. Some of the bigger ones I've been cooking in the oven, in the air fryer with Miss Lippy's special seasonings. I've tried the chicken and the pork on them, and it is amazing. But these are just plain asparagus just to have. Oh, if you had asparagus, big ones. This would be a good snack, good healthy snack. So my asparagus is going to go in something that we probably will eat pretty quick because there's no seasoning on it. Danny can eat those. It is a win-win. This one has absolutely nothing on it. They're like a Cheeto. I'm just sorry. It always reminds me of a Cheeto. See what a Cherokee Tan pumpkin tastes like, just in slices, because this would make a very good healthy snack if you get it seasoned right and the kids like it. It beats buying cookies and chips. Again, melts in your mouth almost like cotton candy. There's not much there, but once it melts, the flavor's there. An intense Cherokee Tan flavor. Now, I'm going to try the honey with the blueberry. I guess I need to wash my mouth first because I'm going to be able to taste this for a few minutes. Okay, we're going to try the one with the blueberry honey. I don't know if you'll even notice a difference, but it might be sweeter because of the honey. There's just a slight, because I didn't put a lot of honey in it when I cooked it, but I rubbed it all around it. There is a slight sweeter taste here than here. All right, this one is the vanilla infused honey. This was a larger pumpkin, more flesh. You have more to bite into. It doesn't just totally melt like this one did. I really don't even taste a sweet taste. So adding the honey didn't make or break it that much. You got maybe a slight hint of sweet, but it's not sweet. It's not going to be overpowering. I really coated this one in brown sugar and cinnamon. So I'm really, really anxious to see if the cinnamon is really profound in it. So I'm going to pick one that has quite a bit of cinnamon, looks like. Let's go for this one. This one has a good bit of cinnamon on it. So we're just going to take it. It's like having a little Cheeto chip, only it's Cherokee Tan Pumpkin chips. From the minute I broke into it, the cinnamon is awesome. The brown sugar and cinnamon. It's a little cracker that has that brown sugar and cinnamon taste. If I was going to do this, I would do all of them brown sugar and cinnamon, except Danny can't eat them. He doesn't eat cinnamon. He loves cinnamon, messes with his heart. But for me, the cinnamon and brown sugar would be the way to go. Perfect. So, Cherokee Tan pumpkins. They can be freeze-dried. I cooked them first, then freeze-dried them. Like I said, I cooked the seasoning on them. If you want to sit and peel them as the hard ones and cut them, you could freeze them raw. They could be done. It's just harder to peel them because they're a really tough pumpkin to peel. And like I said, these were 8 months old. So the asparagus is good. I could get along. If I have extra asparagus, I probably will do some with my asparagus. Maybe if we find some on sale in the store, might do some. That would be a great way, because not everybody grows asparagus, and when you catch it on sale, buy up a bunch, freeze dry. That's the way I'm looking at it. Cherokee Tan pumpkins. A new way to freeze dry something from the past. I love it. Brown sugar and cinnamon is going to be the way to go on these. And Danny can eat these and these because they're honey. And this one is nothing. And then, of course, the powder. I put it in a pack. I wrote that it was Cherokee Tan Pumpkin, and it's a powder, approximately 2 pumpkins. And I wrote that it was cooked, and I put the date. You know, you need to put a little bit of information. If you know how much water to add, some people do that, but mine is going to be adding as needed, and so I'm not going to put an approximate. Somebody would just have to sit and add a little water at a time and figure it out. That's how we roll here at Deep South. So thank you guys from crazy days. One thing I didn't do is show you the Cherokee Tan rehydrated. Now I put a little bit in here, added just maybe a tablespoon of water to about maybe a tablespoon or tablespoon and a half of Cherokee Tan. I let it sit in it probably 30 minutes to an hour, mainly because I was washing dishes and kind of forgot. But it's back to the consistency that it was before I put it in there. It's kind of mushy because that's what I did with the powder. And it's ready to make your pie. It's ready to add to whatever you want pumpkin in, to make a soup. It's ready to do whatever you need pumpkin for. Just like if you just took a Cherokee Tan pumpkin out of the oven, that's what it tastes like. Another way to make an old heirloom pumpkin last for years. Isn't that awesome? Oh my. Now that is good Cherokee Tan pumpkin. You can taste it just like it came out of the oven. Amazing.